What's up, everybody? It's your boy CL. My homeboy Bryce sent me some questions to answer since we're not able to podcast directly today. So his first question was, do I think after Jason Tatum dropped 50 points the other night against the Brooklyn Nets, does he has what it takes as a first option to lead the Celtics to a playoff series win? I think Tatum is a bit overrated. He draws a lot of attention on offense, as he should, because he's a great offensive player. We all know that he looked up to Kobe Bryant, but he has to add more assists to his game. Once he can be more of a facilitator, then he will be able to ascend and take the Boston Celtics to the next step. But he has to drop at least 7 to 8 assists a game for that to happen. All right, fam. So question number 2 was, what do I think the Phoenix Suns will have to do within the next couple of seasons to be a championship contender? Well, we all know that Devin Booker has ascended this year, and he needs to continue to climb. As far as Chris Paul, his production is going to fall off over the next few years because he's getting older. Their big man, Tatum, is the key. If he can develop into a big-time player as far as offensively and defensively, control the paint with rebounding, convert all his little hook shots, then the Suns will be primed to take a next step and become a championship contender and even come out of the Western Conference. So it's going to be all on their big man in order for them to succeed. The next question that the homie dropped on me: what does Damian Lillard do in the event that Portland doesn't make a deep playoff run? First of all, me and Bryce, the homie, we have much love for Damian Lillard. But at this point in time, if Portland can't advance, it's time for Lillard to move on from the Portland Trail Blazers and seek a trade to another franchise. The New York Knicks are lurking, so be advised, they will move mountains to try to bring Lillard to New York because they feel like they still need another point guard. So that's the move, that's the play. If Portland loses early in the playoffs, Lillard has to be gone from Portland, and they have to start rebuilding. All right, so here we go with another question from Bryce. I got my son here. He's going to drop this answer. Elijah, if Milwaukee plays against Brooklyn in the second round of the playoffs, how would you defend them?
I would try a 3-2 defense, play zone, then I'll try to man up. I wouldn't put Giannis on Kevin Durant because that's too much for Giannis. I'll probably put one of the guards on Kevin Durant. Milwaukee, you had to play the Brooklyn Nets. How would you play defense on them?
True Holiday on James Harden. PJ Tucker on Kevin Durant. I say two for I don't know. Hey, Giannis would be free flowing.
Yeah, that's what
It depends on Kyrie's health.
Yeah. You want to play no zone?
No.
Nah, Kevin Durant to kill his own.
Yeah.
And for our last question, Bryce wants to know, if I was Pat Riley, what would I do to change the Heat's roster? What players would I get rid of? What players would I keep? The easiest thing to do is to go over the players I would get rid of. I would get rid of 5 to 7 players right now. I think the Heat will not pick up the team options for Goran Dragic and Andre Iguodala, which would clear up cap space for us. I believe Tyler Hero and Kendrick Nunn are going to be trade bait. We need to bring some veterans in, big-time playmakers and shot makers to the squad. Trevor Ariza may actually be the odd man out should he get a big money contract from another team. I think he played well enough to get above the veterans minimum, but he could offer him a mid-level exception, so we'll have to see. As far as Eric Spoelstra, I believe his job is safe. He's Pat Riley's boy. He's Pat Riley's hand-picked successor, so I believe Eric Spoelstra's job will be fine. And of course, Jimmy Butler and Bam aren't going anywhere. But expect Miami to field a lot of calls in the offseason as far as trade requests, because again, Tyler Hero may need to be traded in order for us to get better. We wanted to give you guys something new for this week's episode of the Hardwood Nations podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's your boy CL, and we'll be talking to you guys very soon.